Hey guys, this is a video that I sincerely did not want to make, which is why I think it's a good reason to make this video. Because this is a topic that I think I'm always a bit nervous to talk about whenever it comes down to it, and I kind of want to avoid it. And right, I think the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to talk about the things that have been going on that have kind of led to me feeling the need to make this video. Because as I said, I've been kind of stopping myself from making this video, and I thought that's why it's a good reason to make it. But let's put things into context, and then I think it'll make more sense. So I want to start off with this one time that I was streaming about 2 weeks ago, and usually streams are just me alone, and this time there were a lot of people that showed up, like about 3-4 people were in the chat, and that was insane to me, and I was having so much fun. Then I realized that they were using he him pronouns for me, which, hey, that's not listen, I'm not saying there was a transphobic thing. I'm just saying it was like, obviously, like, I sound like this. Of course they did, right? And I get that. But at the same time, I did not know, because I wasn't prepared for that. Again, I never have people in chat, so I wasn't really ready to do something about that. And I don't know what to do. Like, should I tell them, hey guys, that's not... And I didn't. I decided not to, because I thought, why? Like, again, no one usually shows up, and what if they get angry and leave, right? And yeah, I think it was honestly kind of a bad call, because essentially what I did was I compromised on my identity because I didn't want to bother someone, and I think that's kind of a stupid thing to do. But here's the thing. When you're a small YouTuber, when you're someone who's really focusing on trying to grow, you do have to... Again, that feels wrong. I don't even want to say it. You do have to make some compromises, but I don't want to say that. It sounds like the worst possible thing I could have said. Yeah, I think it's quite terrifying. It is very terrifying in that sense, because essentially what I'm doing is I'm trying to push myself back into the closet, I think. The past few days, ever since that, I've been thinking again and again about whether I should just not just go back to being cis, just be cis till I can get there, till I can make enough growth on this platform, and then come out later. And that's such a bizarre concept to me now that I think about it. And I think that's what leads into the other event, where I wanted to make a video about how being trans is so... It leads into the other event, and that leads into the other event where I was thinking of making a video on how it kind of sucks being trans in online spaces and like online games and stuff, because you can't talk in voice chat, or even if you have a name that makes it obvious, and like it makes it so hard to feel accepted in the same way that it does when you're cis and then you go into your own order. That's a whole different thing, but I wanted to make a video on that topic because that is something that's personal to me, and this channel is just me talking about things that are personal to me. But for some reason I was like, nah, let's not do that. Let's not open that can of worms. Let's not subject my viewers to something like that, which again, in hindsight, it's such a weird thing, because I think that's the whole point, right? My whole point with this channel is to be very genuine and to talk about things that are very personal to me, and I thought I shouldn't do that. That's why I decided instead to make this video where I talk about that. I think there's a fear for me for where I don't want to be open about this, and I'm very, like, even right now I'm considering not uploading this and just like pretend that I'm cis, just so I don't have to deal with this. But that's why I thought maybe it would be a better idea to just make a video on this, because I'm facing it very directly. I'm not making a little post on my community tab. I'm not making a small thing. I'm actually making a full video about it. And even as I talk about it, it feels so wrong to put this into this perspective where I'm like thinking about the word growth and whatnot, because like, listen, I would love to be one of those people that does art just because it's fun and not because I'm trying to make money off of it. But listen, I kind of have to, right? That's just how things are. And again, it feels wrong, but at the same time I do have to think about it. Like, okay, for context, I'm really depressed. I can't focus on like getting a job or whatever, and I have time. I have a little bit of time. I have like a year, so I thought, why not just like, because I've been doing YouTube since I was a kid and I really like doing it, and I always wanted to be an artist of some sort. So I thought, why not I just do YouTube, and then I can do whatever I want. I can start drawing, I can start making music, whatever the hell, right? But then it's obviously like growing is really hard, and I have to think about that, and I have to ask myself, is being trans something that is really something I should be doing? Is that really something I should be open about? Because it's probably going to hurt my chances by a lot. It's hard enough to grow, and it's harder to grow when you have something like this. But I always think back to the first time when I made a first and last time that I made a video on this topic. It was SSX Tricky, and I really liked it. Obviously didn't do well. It was one of the worst videos, and I think it started my downfall, more or less. But in that video, I had some people that talked about it, and I remember that there's just this. Every time I talk about it, people are so supportive, and it's such a nice feeling. And I think the sense of community that comes from that is so much stronger. The reason why I'm making this video is because somehow YouTube started recommending me videos of other trans people on YouTube talking about their experiences. And I realized, looking at someone else who is struggling like you, looking at someone else talk about a topic in the way that you want to, in the way that you feel, the fears that you have, and the way you resonate with them is so cool to me. Like I saw, there's this Left Footed 2 analog horror video by someone, and it's by probably a trans femme person who has a mask voice, and that was so cool to me to see, because that video did amazingly, and the channel in general is doing really good. And it's just like, wow, dude, like, other people exist that are like me, and other people exist that are doing this, and it is so comforting to see that. It is so comforting to see that people like that exist, and then you can also have people that are, you have other people who are supporting them, and it's comforting to see that. And I realized, being here, having the privilege to be here and doing this in itself is such a massive thing. And I realized, if I'm not wising myself properly, if I try to go back into the closet to get success, then how am I any better than something like a class trader, right? Okay, that's probably a huge thing to be saying, but how can I try to get success while hiding that element of me? And I don't know, maybe that's too much pressure. Like, I don't want that pressure, but at the same time, it is cool that I get to make people feel more visible. I get to, I don't know how to word it, man. It's so weird. I think it's this gentle idea that, like, when I go on YouTube and I see another trans person, it is incredibly comforting to me, and I realize that I can do that very thing. I can make that presence in spaces I want, because I always wonder, why the racing game community not have more trans femme people? Why does this community not have more trans femme people? And this, I can be that one person. I can be the representation in those fields that I want more people like me to show up in. I can be there myself, and that's quite a significant thing, and that's amazing. And yeah, I just wanted to be more vocal about that, and I wanted to sort of, yeah, I don't know, it's just like, I don't know, I just realized that, like, this is not something that I have to hide from people. This is not something that I need to be ashamed about, which is funny, because, like, that should be obvious, but it didn't occur to me what that shame feels like. And I just realized this is what I'm feeling, that I feel like, because if I'm open about this, like, even this video, when I'm going to post it, there's a good chance that it's going to fall into the wrong algorithm, and it's well, chances are no one's going to actually watch this, right? But you know what's more terrifying than nobody watching this video? I think it's the fact that there's a chance that the wrong people will watch this, and I'm going to get a lot of hate, and that's terrifying to me. Because obviously, who wants to see people be mean to you, right? And I don't know which is worse, but at the end of the day, it's just, I'm scared, dude. I'm really scared. But again, as I said, I can, it does take a little bit of convincing yourself that this is a good idea, but once I do that, I think I have this opportunity to make that space for myself and carve it out for other people to feel safe in. And I don't know what I'm saying, bro. I really have no idea. There's also this belief that I've always had, that community is very important to everything, And if I hide things about myself, I feel like the community I'm gonna build up is gonna be one that I don't really want. But if I'm open about it, I might be able to, you know, I should be able to build a community of people who are like me. And sorry, I'm having hiccups, and that's such a cool thing to me. And you know, I that's something I want to do. That'll be so cool. Again, anytime someone knows about, you know, this and they're supportive of me, it is an amazing feeling. And when I get to connect to someone like that, it is a lovely, lovely feeling. And that's something I cherish. And I can't believe that at some points I basically want to seize that from happening. I want to make it so that that cannot happen, and that's not good. I don't think that's a good thing at all. So maybe I should keep doing it this way. This is more of a rambling sort of video, and I just wanted to get my thoughts out of there on that. And yeah, I'm really thankful that some of you definitely still support me. Some of you are my friends, some of you are literally just random viewers that I've never even talked to, and that's really comforting to me, and I'm very thankful for that. I'm still going to keep doing YouTube. I have about till the end of this year, and I'm going to try my best to make it work. And hopefully I don't go back in the closet out of fear, and I can give the visibility to spaces that I want more trans people to be in, or something. Anyway, that was just a short rambling video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Yeah, welcome to the post video. I'm doing this in post because what happened was basically this video has been, I've done so many takes of this because I could not get myself to actually get out a decent thing. So like this, like the audio you're hearing in this video is actually a mash of a few different takes, and some I did in post while I was editing, and it was such a mess to make this. I really wanted this to be like a one take thing where I just sit down and get all my thoughts out, but it is such a difficult topic to discuss. And even now I know it's very messy. I don't know how to, because I don't want this to be very scripted either. I don't want this to feel fake in any sense, but also do want it to be somewhat coherent or whatever. But yeah, it was very messy. Sorry about that. And hey, if you're watching all this time, thanks a lot for being here. That's really cool, because I realized this video went on for above 10 minutes, which I wanted to avoid that, but it kind of ended up happening, I guess. Yeah, hopefully the other stuff that I make is not going to be as messy. So I'm still working on something, and I'll go back to working on it. Probably not. I'm probably going to stream after this. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye again.